back to C.O.G Music. This is going to be a video in the series I've done a few videos on called Random Thoughts. In this particular episode, I was going to concentrate on musicians that came to my mind anyway, that they're the type of musicians that you instantly know who is playing whatever instrument it is that they're playing as soon as a song starts. Like, there's that distinctive sound that is specifically towards that person. I don't want to include vocalists, just musicians. Now, this list that I have is in no particular order. The first one that came to mind for me was Brian May from Queen. That guitar of his that he made, I believe with his father, just is his signature sound. And, you know, it's him. Another one that came to my mind, because I am such a huge fan of the group he was in, but Stewart Copeland. Just a complete distinctive sound that he has. The snapping of his snare, the rim work that he does, and his style, which he attributes to growing up in the Middle East, and the music there being very similar to reggae. Next one is also a drummer, and growing up, whether he was doing solo work or with the group he was with or playing on somebody else's song, you instantly knew it was him on the drums, and that was Phil Collins. Just had his own distinct Phil Collins sound. Another one is Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine. Guitar work, the experimental sounds that he gets, it reminds me a lot of Adrian Belew, but you still know it's Tom when you hear it. The next one is a bass player, and there's absolutely no mistaking his bass playing and it being tied in perfectly with him, and that's Chris Squire. The next two are pretty obvious and for the same reasons. You've got Jimi Hendrix, and you've got Stevie Ray Vaughan. No mistaking either one when they're playing their guitar. A good example of their individual sounds and interpretations, Little Wing by Jimmy, and then Stevie also covered it. Both fantastic and both unbelievable guitarists. The next one, I believe, is as distinct as any on this list, and I think he's consistently underrated for his guitar playing and his ability, and that's Prince. When Prince is playing, you know it's Prince. Again, not as a vocalist, which he is very distinctive in that respect, but just based on his guitar playing. The last one I have on my list is Angus Young. There's no question when Angus opens up any song with his signature Gibson SE sound. It's his, and very noticeable, distinguishable, and again, I think he's a very much underrated guitarist as well. So I encourage you, if you have any that come to mind for you, feel free to leave them in the comments. But that's going to do it for this, and I hope it was a little bit entertaining, and I will see you on the next one. And the most important thing is, whenever you're playing, have fun. Take care.